All right, J. Scott Franklin here, and still don't know about my new setup, if it's actually streaming, but I'm gonna go ahead and play anyway, and hope it does. If not, I'll have to try again tomorrow. One more fight on a long drawn drive. There's not enough change left to buy our lives. House and the car and the job come down like a heavy rain on a cold dead day. You know you step in from work with the mood of a lion, you think it's on me. Me, I'm tired of trying and I can't wait until these are the good old days. Good old days don't ever come till they're somehow up and gone, until you're 10 steps looking back from a mile away. We spend our hours looking for tomorrow, dropping memories just to come back and borrow. I can't wait until these are the good old days. Something's in a bunch and you want that ring. You think it all gets fixed if we get hitched in the spring. Money and time and things never really do switch our state of mind, do they? If the house and the job and the car fall in line, we'll just sit around looking for other heartaches to find. We'll go on and on and on about the good old days. Good old days don't ever come till they're somehow up and gone, until you're 10 steps looking back from a mile away. We spend our hours looking for tomorrows, dropping memories just to come back and borrow. Hey, I can't wait until these are the good old days. One more fight is one more chance to wake up right and hold your hand. One more struggle is a strength for us. You never know what it is till it is what it was. Well, the other day we sat down to dinner. You pulled out about 10,000 pictures and the broke down parts of life. Well, they sure look good on film, don't they? That's because love takes a much better picture than money, and later on the frowns and the dirt and smiles, it just looks funny because we always have it made. Good old days. Good old days don't ever come till they're somehow up and gone, until you're 10 steps looking back from a mile away. Hey, we spend our hours looking for tomorrows, dropping memories just to come back and borrow, and I can't wait until these are the good old days. No, I can't wait till these are the good old days. Right. Hey, I'm checking a minute on my phone to see if this is actually working. If you're out there, it's good to see you. It's good to imagine I can see you. And let's see, what else can I do? I'd like to do a song right now that's called Wasting Time. You've been making jokes sometimes, I hate to have you know they're not so good. Yeah, and tales that end to seem, they don't end to seem the way I thought they should. Well, people gather around, they laugh along the way, 'cause you got that way. I like to be the first one listening and the last to go and the only one to stay. I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. Each day is closer to the night, a man who's quicker catches on. Hey, I got everything I need. It's hard to stop the world and shine a light on what I want. It's hard pretending not to notice. I have noticed I'm in the company of a queen. In the castle of a daydream you'll outgrow if I don't break it up and speak. Yeah, but I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I'd hate to say goodnight. Oh, Each word is one more reason to linger and to look into your eyes. I'm waiting on the laugh that leads to holding hands that hold me all my life. 'Cause I don't mind much wasting time if time's around and you're the one that's wasting mine. Put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I hate to say goodnight. Yeah, put a quarter in the moon and tell a story, 'cause I hate to say goodnight. Yeah, I'm gonna play one more song and then I'm gonna go ahead and check my phone and see if we got anybody out there. Play Trains, but I'm going to play it the way I'm going to be playing in Montville this weekend. Real excited to go there and play for Leo, Sienna, and anybody else that's out there. So they invited me out because they like my original songs, but I am going to be playing songs by other people as well. And so I'm going to be kind of mixing it up. That's going to be fun. That's at Sienna's Lounge in Montville. Maybe I'll play a couple songs and tell a little story about Sienna's Lounge in Montville, because it's I've never been there, but the story is really amazing. So this is how I'm going to play Trains probably this weekend. This is about my grandfather, great-grandfather. Yeah, the trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all of the places I was young, and the fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn, where they died beneath cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. Yeah, I've been shot in Alabama and I passed out in New Orleans, and the Mississippi River is the biggest thing I've seen. I've been all the way out to the Oklahoma plains. Yeah, well, it's gotta be the longest place I lay. Yeah, and the trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all of the places I was young, and the fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn, where they died beneath cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. And the steel guitar says, sometimes I wonder if I'm still out there 1,000 miles from home, with all the dried out matches in my pockets that I own. Yeah, the miles I never counted, and the friends I had were few, and the only ones I trusted is the only ones I knew. And the trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all of the places I was young, and fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn, where they died beneath cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. And the harmonica says, yeah, the coal's out ahead of me and the steam was in there, and the whole world's moving past me in 8 feet of Ashland Square. I know little girls that live way out on the edge of town. They want to run away, yes, but their daddies hold them down. And the trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, somewhere down the line, like all of the places I was young, and the fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn, where they died beneath the cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. I said that the trains that I have ridden and the men that I've outrun, they're somewhere down the line, like all of the places I was young, and the fires and the whispers that were kept until the dawn, where they died beneath the cold steel bridges when the whistle moved me on. Yeah, when the whistle, when it moved me on, when it moved me on. All right, trains about my great-grandfather. Hey. I don't know how to answer that, Pat. I'm not sure how to answer that. I mean, like, yes, but then no. So, all right, that is hilarious. Hey, what's up, David? How you doing, David? I'm glad my new setup works. So I wasn't real sure if it was connecting or actually streaming out there. So I'm gonna do another song now. Not this one. This is just tuning up. All right. Good to see whoever's out there. Oh, very heavy? Well, let me put it down. Tell me if this helps. Wait, very... Oh, way right heavy? Boy, I don't know about that. Way right heavy. Because I got it set... Yeah, I don't think I have an adjustment. I don't know why it would be doing that. I'm going to have to read about that, and I apologize, because I got a... I mean, as far as I know, I just have it right in the center. What if I do this other thing? What's this? But I don't think this is going to affect it. I have a feeling that didn't change anything, but... All right, I'm wondering if that has something to do with my computer, but I really don't know why it would do that. And I know I'm going through a Mac, and I know sometimes when I'm listening to music, it's like it'll give it all out of the right, or out of one speaker. So, well, hopefully you can make it through the next few songs. I would just say, everybody lean over to the right side, and then I'll work on trying to fix that. All right. What are we going to do next? Okay. It's a song I wrote on my honeymoon. It's called There Is Beauty in This Land. There is beauty in this land, far more than I can understand. There is treasure in the trees. Is it for me? In the trees. Dear blessing maker, are you a friend? Are you a shoulder my tears to lend? There is wonder in the sky. I wonder why in the sky. There is wonder in the seas, is it for me? In the seas, there is resting on the shore forevermore. On the shore, dear blessing maker, are you a friend? Are you a shoulder my tears to lend? There is wonder in my soul, please make me whole in my soul. Oh, wait. It changed? 'Cause okay. Maybe. Wow. Let me know if it changed, because I actually didn't do anything with the cable, but maybe when I was turning the knob, it moved the cable. So here's a song about my father. Daddy Stranger Hero. I'm 19 and I'm looking back to that little house at the foot of the hills and the rocks of the railroad tracks. I was young and my heart was open, begging each day just to pass by, hoping that the hero of my world was just outside. You see, each day Daddy's jobs would finally end, and he'd drag up those front stairs ragged with me hanging on his leg. Near the dog in the shade of the tall pear trees, we'd throw the ball and he'd tell me stories in a world of strangers. He was my best friend. He was my hero the whole day through. And where that changed, I never knew. Somewhere 11, 12, maybe 15, when my daddy was a stranger to me. I looked up to this man, he was my world, teaching me machines and ball and fire and God and girls. We chopped wood on a summer night. I was gonna be like him, I was gonna grow up right. A preacher, a veteran of some son's world. He was my hero the whole day through. So where that changed, I never knew. Maybe 11, 12, maybe 15, when my daddy was a stranger to me. Maybe all those years, a cold, cold smile, gonna fight off and fall off in forgiveness and talking and fighting off crying. But how's a boy supposed to reach his hand to a hero turned stranger of a man? 23 and I'm looking back, hearing memories from my uncle of how a stranger raised my dad. No teaching or playing or catching or chopping wood, the back of a hand instead of doing good. My father had a stranger for a man. I'm hearing stories by the dozen. You wake up and find them 6 feet under. And then you come to understand that they gave you a love they never had, even when they were a stranger of a man. He was my hero the whole day through. Made a right from a wrong more than I ever knew. Somewhere 11, 12, Maybe 15 is when my daddy was a hero to me. My daddy was a stranger's son. He gave me a lot where he'd been given none. I've been a stranger now, you see. Yes, maybe now I'm going to grab that phone. I used to be your hero's son, the son of a stranger trying to be the world to me. Hey, I think I got one more idea. I wonder if that fixes it a little bit. Scott, I don't know if you're still there, but was it going right to left that time? I'm wondering if it had to do with the... See, I know how to write songs, but I don't know how to do microphones and all that stuff. And I wonder if my polar pattern, or whatever you call it, was what was making it too directional. So I'm going to try this a second. But this one might just be like monitor or something. What is it called? Mono? I think what I'm going to do, let's see. Oh, last tune, then I'm going to put it back where it was. I'm going to put it back where it was on the last tune then. But it seemed like sometimes when I would lean one way, it would only come out of that side. So, now I don't normally ever play covers, but I'm going to be playing some this weekend. And so I might do a couple of those right now. Except, of course, where's my capo? I put it right here before I started. I'm really good with capos. There we go. The book ate it. The book ate my capo. All right. So I'm going to do, let's see, look through here some of these covers I might be doing this weekend. Supposed to be anything I play this weekend is supposed to be country songs, but I'm gonna depart from a country song on this one because I kind of do it my own way. It's not really like the original. I'm not gonna say who it's by. If you know it, you know it. I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Hanging on the promises and the songs of yesterday. And I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time, but here I go again. I keep searching for an answer. I never seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh Lord, I pray you give me the strength to carry on. 'Cause I know what it means. Walk along the lonely street of dreams. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to walk alone. And I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. just another heart in need of rescue. Waiting on love's sweet charity. And I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. Well, here I go again on my own. I'm going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. Made up my mind, I ain't wasting no more time, 'cause here I go again. All right, looking forward to this weekend in Montville, Ohio. Hopefully you can read that right there. Here's one of my favorites. When I got to play other people's songs, I absolutely love playing this one. Now, I know it by Don Williams, who I thought wrote it. Then I start asking other people. They think Eric Clapton did this. So I think he may have, but I don't know this from Eric Clapton. And all respect to Eric Clapton, but he's not an influence of mine. So me, this is from Don Williams. Well, I left Oklahoma driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all live so fine. My baby said I was crazy, my mama said I was lazy. Gonna show 'em all this time, 'cause I ain't a fool, I don't need no more school, and I was born to just walk the line. Yeah, we're living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, you know that I've been through it when I set my watch back to it, 'cause I'm living on Tulsa time. Well, there I was in Hollywood thinking I was doing good, talking on the telephone line. But they don't want me in the movies and nobody sings my songs. I guess I'm just wasting time. Then I got to thinking, man, I'm really sinking, and I had a flash this time. You know I had no business leaving, nobody would be grieving if I went on back to Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, you know that I've been through it when I set my watch back to it, 'cause I'm living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, I know I've been through it when I set my watch back to it, 'cause I'm living on Tulsa time. Oh, okay. Well, he must have known a good song when he heard it. I was watching some football. I just noticed I did this. And I was watching some football. And as long as time remembers for football, the quarterback always goes like that before he is going to get snapped the ball. And but now we got all this COVID and all that, and everybody's thinking about germs. And I've always thought about all the football players that spit all over the field and then people get tackled and roll in it. But then I was thinking, what about quarterback? Everybody that touches that ball gets his germs. Let's see. Oh, there's a good one. I'm going to do that in a couple songs. But I'm trying to find one of my favorites right here. Maybe I'll try it from memory, but I don't know how good that'll go. Here's a different one. I'm going to do a different one. This is by Jamie Johnson. I love this song. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white, and it ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. Times were tough back in 35. That's me and Uncle Joe, just trying to survive on a cotton farm in the Great Depression. Looks like we were scared to death, just like a couple of kids just trying to save each other. You should have seen it in color. And this one was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943. In the wintertime, you can almost see my breath. That's my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans. He had my back right until the day we left. Looks like we were scared to death, just like a couple of kids just trying to save each other. You should have seen it in color. Picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one here's my favorite one. It's me and Grandma in the summer sun in the wintertime. You could almost see my breath. Sorry, in the summertime. All dressed up and we said our vows. You see, you can't tell it here, but it was hot that June, and that rose was red and her eyes were blue. And just look at that smile. I was so proud. That's the story of my life, right there in black and white. See, if it looks like we were scared to death, just like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. You should have seen it in color. Oh, Dot, nice to see you there. Wonderful to see you. Great to see your smiling name. And hello to Leo. If I didn't say hi to Leo, how you doing? So, I'm just practicing some of the covers that I would be doing for this weekend. I always have a mathematical formula that I made up a long time ago. When I play with Lost State of Franklin, I think I say that every song is like 5 minutes. And so I have, if we're going to play an hour, I always tell the band this is how many songs it's going to be. And usually it works because you have 6-minute songs, 4-minute songs, and then I talk in the middle. But when I play alone, I think I call it 4 minutes because you don't have all the solos and everything. So I was adding up 4 minutes. 4 goes into 60. 4 minutes goes into 5 hours. And I was like, I know I'll be taking breaks, but I was like, man, that's a lot of songs. Which I definitely have a lot of songs and know a lot of songs. But there might be a lot of songage on Saturday. I did the math, I don't remember it anymore. How many times does 4 go into 2 hours? 4 minutes. Well, I'm about to give up on this other one that I wanted to do. Here it is. I do this my way. I heard the song as a kid. A lot of I guess just like many people, a lot of the music I love came from my parents listening to their music in the car. By the time I learned this song, I think it was off of one of those cassette tapes that they had in the car. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. If you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces, and for a taste of your whiskey, I will give you some out of ice. So I handed him my bottle. He drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and he asked me for a light. Night got deathly quiet. His face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, well, you gotta play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there's gonna be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving, knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. I'm gonna throw away my music stand. It just fell over. 'Cause every hand is a winner, every hand's a loser. Most you can hope for is to die in your sleep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there's gonna be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. When the gambler finished speaking, he turned to the window, crushed out a cigarette, and he faded off to sleep. Somewhere in his words, the gambler, he broke even. 'Cause in his final words, I found a niece that I could keep. Said, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There's gonna be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Oh man, I love Rhinestone Cowboy. And I have a feeling, like I've wondered since I've grown up, I've been like, I bet Rhinestone Cowboy back in the day, I bet there was people at first that felt about that, like people have always felt about new country music, you know? Because looking back, Rhinestone Cowboy was different from a lot of the other recordings at the time. It wasn't quite as like down home country, but then over time, it becomes a staple and a standard. But that's one of my favorite songs. And also Glenn Campbell, because Glenn Campbell is proof that like there's no such thing as like when it comes to the favorite kind of music, there's a lot of people that just feel like I don't have a favorite kind of music. I like good music and I like bad music. So I'm sure most people know by now that Glenn Campbell, not only was he known as a country musician, but I mean, he also kind of played jazz on his guitar, I think so. And he played in the Beach Boys, but I'm sure everybody knows that. All right. Well, Leo, I did, but I wouldn't know it by Saturday. I wrote a rap one time. I was like, what's the most ridiculous thing you could write a rap song about? And I love okra. And I mean, I like fried okra, but I love boiled okra. And, which I've always found funny because my father is from Tennessee and my mom is from Cleveland, Ohio. But the person that passed on a love of okra to me was my mom from Cleveland, Ohio. And so I've always found that to be funny because I don't think my dad liked okra and he was from Tennessee. But I love it. So I wrote a rap song about okra, but I won't have it ready by Saturday. Oh, okay. Oh, I should have asked the math teacher. Okay, so 15 songs an hour, and then you do 15 times 5 hours. So that's 30, that's 60, that should be 75 songs. I think that's what I figured out. So, I don't think I'll get to 75 songs though on Saturday. Well, my whole contraption fell over. So let me do a few songs from memory. That's about what we got going for us now. My whole music stand fell over, and that was awesome. It fell over right when I said you got to know what to throw away, and throwing away my music stand. Sometimes I don't want tomorrows. Tomorrow's just gonna bring today again. Same four walls keep showing up with nothing new to say, trying to hold me down and weigh me in. And I remember days where ribbons of the sunlight stretched out across the land. I did, every path forgave and let me loose to lose and try again. Won't you hold my empty hand and let me tell you where I've been? The truth is a story in my eyes, 'cause I had dreams, but a dream is just a river. It's a stealer and a giver, and you never know just where it goes. You will lose things you love on the shores of the ocean. It's a mighty endless ocean, lucky if you're not alone. I got colors and perfections buried deep inside. And like the flowers and the leaves of a withered vine, I can't tell if they've died. Sometimes when no one is around, breathing hard and pulling at my soul. Time spills out from yesterday, and just one drop's enough to keep from growing old. Won't you hold my empty hands and let me tell you where I've been? The truth is a story in my eyes. Well, I had dreams, and a dream is just a river. It's a stealer and a giver, and you never know just where it goes. You will leave things you love on the shores of the ocean. It's a mighty endless ocean, lucky if you're not alone. Now, I don't know. I think Mr. Boyle might like this one, because I feel like sometimes he asks for Clint Eastwood. I don't know if that's true or not, if I'm remembering right, but I'm going to play Clint Eastwood for him. And then, if I'm able to get my music stand back in order, I'm going to do In My Mirror for Glynis, if she's still there, in a few minutes. So this goes out to Mr. Boyle. I'm pretty sure he asks for this one sometimes. I'm not sure. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left, he's the last one standing. He likes everyone to the same degree, hates them all equally, and fists travel, bullets fly, some girl's still trying to catch his eye. Well, it's 1 against 30, dirty hairy rawhide Joe Kid'll take a swig from the corner of his eye. When this one fires his gun, leave the girl, he's got the horse outside. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left, he's the last one standing. Down the trail, westerns aren't quite as cool as they were in the 60s, but tough as someone hanging on with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. And you can see the transformation into the machine of Arnold, till any jock who wants a contract waters down the horse of American people say, Clint Eastwood, who's that? But some of us still remember when Dirty Harry couldn't feel, with a hand on the trigger and a fist on the wheel. Glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left, he's the last one standing. Something left this country with the 70s. When Clean was in the future, McQueen was in the Chevy. And Redford and Newman rode the plains with a hand on the trigger and a fist on the mane. The cars were bigger and people hitchhiked and rode trains. But all those gods of men grew old in Rhode Island and Maine, and no one once grid when the 80s came and Kurt Cobain tried to bring it back again. But where's John Wayne? We need real men. Now they all like prissy guys with the turtlenecks and button flies, PhDs and refined speech and Mercedes of perfect teeth. And now they like them prissy guys with the turtlenecks and button flies, PhDs and refined speech and Mercedes of perfect teeth. And glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, glass flies and bullets fly. Clint Eastwood never dies, and he's the last one left, he's the last one standing. He's the last one left, he's the last one standing. Yeah, I love that story, Leo. I love that story. So a few songs ago, my music stand just totally flipped over, and the music's all over the floor. So I'm gonna try to do this for memory, but this is for Glennis. Glennis, you know we all loved your mother. She had a very special mother, Darlene, and who really, really left her mark. And I was always excited every time I ever got to correspond or talk or see Miss Darlene Vale. It was amazing. The song is about judgment, but it's about maybe not judging, because everywhere that you've been, you can judge the whole world and how you're living out your life according to where you've been. And basically you have an imaginary mirror. We all do in our head. So everything I see about the world and the way that I filter the world is according to my imaginary mirror. And everything in my mirror includes what I see behind me, where I came from, how I was treated, how I was raised, how much money I did or didn't have. It's the same for everybody. And so, you know, when we look at others, I know it's always easy for me to judge other people according to where I've been, where I've came from, and I just come to find out I can't, because whether someone else's standards are higher than mine or someone else's standards are lower than mine, sometimes I have no idea what their standards are, because I find out that if I would have been in their shoes, I would have been a much worse person. How about that? I've got my mirror and you got yours. I try to only ever look into my own behind closed doors. But if you want to see what I see, put your mirror down and look at me. My reflection tells the truth. It's not the confines of the world or the box I've been held to. I see everything behind me, looking out for what's ahead. Don't look into my mirror, you just see yourself instead. In my mirror on the wall, I see the truest me of all. What I long to change and grow, what I love that no one knows. In my mirror I look so fine, I sparkle, shine, I'm mine all night. I'm everything I wanna be, in my mirror where nobody else can see. If you wanna judge me, join the crowd. I'll close another open door and shut you out. But if you want to see what I see, put that mirror down and look at me. In my mirror I have no names. My stories are the scars, smiles that I have saved. You would really love what I see, so just listen. Put that mirror down and look at me. In my mirror on the wall, I see the truest me of all. What I long to change and grow, what I love that no one knows. In my mirror I look so fine, I sparkle, shine, I'm mine, all mine, and I'm everything I wanna be. In my mirror, where nobody else can see. In your mirror, see where you've been. Looking at the real you, looking back again. I wanna know the truest you. So I'm putting down my mirror to look at you. In your mirror on the wall, you'll see the truest you. Oh, oh, what you long to change and grow, what you love that no one knows. In your mirror you look so fine, you'll sparkle, shine, one of a kind. You're everything you want to be. In your mirror where nobody else can see. In my mirror on the wall I see the truest me of all. What I long to change and grow, what I love that no one knows. In my mirror I look so fine, I sparkle, shine, one of a kind. Yeah, I'm everything I want to be. In my mirror where nobody else can see. Hey, thank you, Leo. Well, I think I'm going to do about one or two more songs real quick, but thank you. And I said I don't normally do cover songs, and I really, actually, one of the great things about when the pandemic came, I made a decision that I was only going to be playing my own songs. But because I was like, people are going to either like me or they're not. And so sometimes I fire up that internet, and sometimes there's been times I played and there's 45 people tuning in, and other times there's 2 or 3 or 1. And it's been kind of fun to live by my decision. But I also know sometimes when you go new places, it helps people to, I just don't want to show up and bombard them with my own songs because it's a little different going out in public. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to be doing at Montville at Sienna's Lounge. I'm going to be doing quite a few songs by other people, and it's going to be ones that I really like and that are meaningful, like this one that I'm about to play. But first, I just want to say real quick that for those of you that don't know, Sienna's Lounge, Sienna was a baby, and there was a burned down, I'm guessing tavern. I don't know if tavern restaurant, if I have the right name, but it was burned down and pretty much destroyed by fire. Sienna's parents bought it and began to fix it up, and they had a couple of friends who also had a baby. And so what they did was they would work on it in their spare time together, building this place back up. And so these 2 babies of the people that were working on it would play in the playpen together over in the corner while the dads were, hammering sawn, and the moms were doing whatever they did, and then a lot of hours that way of these 2 babies playing. So then both of the babies grew up in the place in Sienna's Lounge, and they were really, really good friends. Then there comes a day where they're both grown. By the way, those 2 babies were Sienna and Leo, and there comes a day where they're grown up and or maybe before they were grown up, and Leo moves to West Virginia and lives down there for a while on a farm, and then comes back once in a while to Sienna's Lounge, but they kind of like have gone different directions. And but about a year or 2 ago, more than a year ago, about 2 years ago maybe, Leo, they crossed paths with each other again, and so they're going to get married. And right now, Leo and Sienna, those two babies that used to play together in the playpen back when Sienna's Lounge was being created out of the ashes, they run it now. And I don't know, Leo, I don't think I ever met Sienna, did I? I wonder if I'll meet her this weekend. March 17, 2022. Is that what's that, your 2 year? Or your 1 year? But anyway, alright, I'm going to do one more. I love this song. And I started doing this song before Walk the Line came out. So it's kind of like Johnny Cash was a person that was loved by people that loved Johnny Cash. But this song was not in the mainstream, and then I started playing it all the time, and then the movie came out, and then a bunch of people started playing it all the time. But I love this song. I hear that train a-comin', it's coming around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, yeah, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time, it keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with guns. Yeah, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him cry. People keep on moving, hang my head and cry. Hey, I bet there's rich folks cheating on a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and they're smoking big cigars. Yeah, well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free, but them people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. If they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a whole lot farther down the line. Yeah, I'd be far from Folsom Prison, that's where I long to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And the harmonica would go. If they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a whole lot farther down the line. Yeah, I'd be far from Folsom Prison, that's where I long to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. So how about that? That's going to be, so March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. Which is, that's the day I left Cleveland last year. Everything was shutting down. Same here, Dot. Work calls early, but I guarantee you if you were playing, I'd be falling asleep right now, as much as I would love to hear it. All right, so, by the way, so Dot Martin, Program Director at WRUW, and one of my favorite people that I've ever met. Thanks for tuning in, Dot. And I hope soon I can get back on one of your shows. That'd be amazing. Well, hello, Joe. No, I don't. I mean, in fact, I haven't had any in a while just because everything's been so weird out in the real world. But I'd love to come out there. I'd love to come out there sometime and play. Do I know you from Beatniks? Here's a song that I used to play at Beatniks. Yeah, I really miss those days, Joe. You can do your best to get her looking in your direction, but she doesn't notice you. You can walk into her life from any angle, but she's not looking back at you. Hey Joe, when you get a minute, send me some places out there that would be good spots to play, because I wouldn't mind coming out a couple times a year. You may think she's your present moment one and you deserve her, but she don't know that you exist. So mister, you can keep on looking from across your imagination, but she's not looking back at you. You think maybe she's too busy. She's a 21st century woman and her mind must be so preoccupied. But I think she's distracted by her thoughts of being with me. I think she's distracted by my eyes. By my eyes. Look around, mister, with your wandering eyes and never stop, no, they never stop looking at these things that don't belong to yourself. While you're so busy looking, she'll be thinking of someone else. You think maybe she's too busy. She's a 21st century woman and her mind must be so preoccupied. But I think she's distracted by her thoughts of being with me. I think she's distracted by my eyes. By my eyes. Maybe she's too busy. She's a 21st century woman and her mind must be so preoccupied. But I think she's distracted by her thoughts of being with me. I think she's distracted by my eyes. 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 For some reason, when I wrote the ending coming up many, many years ago, now we can actually say decades ago, my lord, I was thinking about the Beatles, oddly enough. They're not really an influence of mine, but let's see if we could hear a little bit of Beatles in this end. By my eyes, by my eyes. I consider Dot a 21st century woman. But you said 20th century woman. You're a 20th century woman. Well, I guess I'm a 20th century man. Oh, you live there. Awesome. Wow, I don't know if I 100% realized that. I should have realized it. Wow. Oh, cool. You remember that one? I'm trying to think what else you might remember. You might remember this one. "600 miles runs down my back. I got a suitcase of you I could never unpack. But the sunrise on your cheek and a tear stain goodbye, singing in the circle of my straight ahead mind. I grip the wheel with aggravation, try to redirect my expectations. I've got wordless songs and I've got songless words. I got a story in my soul that just wants to be heard. It just wants to be heard. This town looks so big with stars and the hearts and boxes called guitars. Yeah, but it ain't no place to find your heart when you're not done and you just can't start. And you're so pretty in my songs, but when they're over, baby, you're still gone. I've got 600 miles across my back. It's to a love I just don't get, and I can't get back. No, I can't get back. I took the road from here to Nashville. I was half asleep through the Tennessee back hills, putting the past hand on the wheel, and the mud from our last hug, it was clinging in my heels. Here I drowned in my own smoke, and I'm singing all my pain at the broken spoke. And I've got 6 steel strings and all my dreams, and I've got my soul stretched across this empty hole. Yeah, this empty hole. $600 runs out of my hand. I got a plan without a man without a plan in a foreign land, but the sunrise on your cheek and the tear-stained goodbyes, singing in the circle in my straight-ahead mind. I better practice that again in case I'm doing it this weekend. $600 runs out of my hand. I'm a man without a plan in a foreign land. The sunrise on your cheek and a tear-stained goodbye, singing in the circle in my straight-ahead mind. I hear my song on the radio station, and it's getting a spot on the left side AM. You become songs and you become words, and you're a story in my soul that just wants to be heard. It just wants to be heard. I took the road from here to Nashville. I was half asleep through the Tennessee back hills, with a foot in the past, hand on the wheel, and the mud from our last hug clinging to my heel. Here I drowned in my own smoke, and I'm singing all my pain on the radio. And I've got 6 steel strings and all my dreams. I've got my soul stretched across this empty hole. Yeah, this empty hole. I know I got one. I was trying to think of something. I got a bunch of songs that I used to play then, Joe, that I did with my loop pedal, and I don't do my loop pedal as much anymore. So a lot of those songs I don't do, although I would love to do in the future. But I got one that I just remembered that you might know. It's called Holly with the Red Hair. And I know that Trace used to like that one. And Holly with the red hair goes like this. Holly with the red hair and the scarlet smile. We've all heard the birds sing and seen the sunrise crawl across your face. Everybody comes and goes on and on and on. Never saw you cry. You sold 1,000,000 glasses of conversation, sometimes finding love across this bar. People drown here in their own words years after years, and others bring their dreams, and you say, go on and on and on and on. Are you here with the same sad faces? The smiling ones have gotten past this place. There must be 1,000 nights and 100 times you've been in love, and no one feels it like you do. You love like only songs can promise, and others bring their dreams, and you say, go on and on and on and on and on. But are you here with the same sad faces when the smiling ones have gotten past this place? You weren't left behind. You're out in front of them on long highways with short white lines. You weren't left behind, no, they're just getting back to you. Somewhere between Texas and Jesus, on a road from everywhere to the thought of you and Camelite, 6,000,000 miles away. I'm a song and I'm searching for a radio, and your sunshine fingers say it's okay. Go on and on and on and on and on. Are you here with the same sad faces? Smiling ones have gotten past this place. You weren't left behind. I'm out in front of you on long highways with short white lines. You weren't left behind, no, I'm just getting back to you. Good night, Mr. Boyle. I sit outside this bar, it's 3 a.m. and change, and all the neon has packed itself and burned away, and there's a message on your phone. It's a message on your phone, how I'm waiting for the sun. I'm in this town tonight, I'm leaving, but I won't be gone. So are you here with the same sad faces when the smiling ones have gotten past this place? You weren't left behind. You're out in front of us on long highways with short white lines. You weren't left behind, no, we're just getting back to you. Holly with the red hair and the scarlet smile. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn in. Let's see what my one more should be. I do want to say, haven't been feeling great lately. I don't mean physically, I mean as far as being in good spirits. And it's amazing to know, like tonight, I'm playing and I'm having a good time, and I haven't performed in over a month, I don't think. I think it's been over a month. So it's kind of funny how that happens. Sometimes my enthusiasm is tied to getting to play all these songs that I wrote for awesome people. All right, Leo, that's going to be my final one of the evening then. Good call. I still like this beginning here that I wrote when I was just a beginning guitar player, and all I could do was and I was like, what can I make up that sounds like a real guitar player would do it? And I made up this. Uh-oh. All right, so it's this. I need an ugly girlfriend, want to take out on the town. Yeah, I need an ugly girlfriend, want to take out on the town. Oh, 'cause every time we go, baby, everybody's looking you up and down. I need an ugly girlfriend, and one don't use Maybelline. I need an ugly girlfriend, and it's one that don't use Maybelline. I love you, girl, but I need a woman who means it when she says, I'll be ready in 15. I need a girlfriend so ugly, she's in some Speedos, and I must ask. A girlfriend so ugly, she's in some Speedos, and I must ask. Why do you look like Leo with a big mustache? I need a girlfriend so ugly she looks like she got run over by a truck. I need a girlfriend so ugly she looks like she got run over by a truck. I dug myself into a hole there. I tried to do a second verse with Leo, and I rhymed myself right out of the... I know. I need an ugly girlfriend. So ugly, it's a face that looks like it ought to be on a hound. Yes. I need an ugly girlfriend, face so ugly, looks like it ought to be on a hound. I need a girlfriend about 6'5", looks like Leo from Sienna's Lounge. Oh. I need an ugly girlfriend, want to take out on the town. I need an ugly girlfriend, I just want to take out on the town. Yeah. So every time I go out, baby, everybody's looking you up and down. 'Cause every time we go out, baby, everybody's looking you up and down. Oh, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, I knew I could. I knew I could, Leo. Um, I think we talked about that. I figured you knew that once in a while I would take a break. And Joe, that would be awesome. You let me know, especially when things start getting a little more normal. I don't know what it's like down there in Indianapolis, but most places around here, everything's kind of iffy, and it's kind of about performing and all that. So I thank everybody for joining me this evening. And right up there, if you can see, if I didn't make it too dark, but I'm going to be at Leo and Sienna's Lounge in Montville, Ohio. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. And I just love the whole story about the place. And maybe I might get a chance Friday night to pop on here live. I can't guarantee it, but I might pop on here live and practice some of the songs for Saturday. Some of the, probably more of the songs I didn't write. But anyway, everybody have an awesome night, have an awesome week, have an awesome day tomorrow. Sleep well, and I'll see you later.